Hey everybody, it's Maureen, and I finished my most recent doll project. So this happens to be a 1540s Florentine base dress. So this is silk right here. It's a two-dimensional silk. So in one direction it looks a little black, and another direction it looks red, so it creates a burgundy color. I have velvet ribbon on the edges and soutache trim to kind of create a transition, which is in a very nice burgundy color as well. We put some decoration on the sleeves. I've made a velvet ribbon belt with a little bit of jingles at the bottom. We have a little paternoster, which is the precursor to a rosary. We have ribbon rose wreath that I created with a little bit of the trim. I used 6 yards of trim on this dress. And she's holding a berry wreath, which I happen to actually get at a thrift shop, and it just goes with her whole motif here. It looks a little Christmas-like, but I'm okay with the celebratory red, red, white with little bits of green. Her name's Marguerite, and you can see her daisy lace on her linen shift, and there's even daisy lace on the edges of the sleeves as well. So underneath we have a gold lace edged underskirt, and I use the same gold cotton to actually do all of the lining on the dress, but also that. And then I did put daisy lace around the very bottom of her skirt. And then we have just these little shoes that happen to fit her perfectly. So, and then I basically just attached the sleeves to the bodice, just sewed them right on, and then left the rest of it loose, which creates these beautiful linen puffs. Turn her around. And then we have all this cartridge pleating on the back for the skirt. The trim goes all the way around. Trim on the neckline goes all the way around. Whoops. And she's one of my more expensive dolls because her initial cost was a bit pricey, but she has a great skeleton underneath that allows her to be completely posed, which is just fantastic. Which is why I'm able to make her hold the wreath or do other poses if I wanted to. And there we go. I like the fact that her hair was braided, so it allows me actually just to go in and, do this very nice floral headdress without any, any additional fanfare. Don't get me wrong, I love a good hat. But this is Marguerite. And I love all the red. Yeah, I mean, you got a dark red, you got a bright red. They play off of each other beautifully. You've got accessories. Just goes well with all of the other dolls that I have created. I don't have a current doll project in line, but I do have a new one that I ran into. That's another 24-inch doll that I will show you on an upcoming video. And I mean, I will have to do linen underdresses for all of my dolls, so that may take me a little while. For her, I had her in her linen underdress for a while before I finally came up with this composition for her outer gown, which is just wonderful. This is what the underside of the dress looks like. Just great. Love it. Love it. I didn't like, I might come up with a necklace. I do have coral red beads. I could probably make her a little necklace. I just haven't gotten around to doing that end of things yet. But this is Ms. Marguerite. She looks fantastic and very regal. And, you know, here's a good example of why you should line your sleeves, because you don't know necessarily what direction, when you're doing poses with your dolls, that the sleeves are going to go, and you don't want to show unfinished seams in there or raw edges. Having everything lined is really important. It makes a big difference for if an edge was flipped up or visible, that it looks finished and has just a really nice edge. And in this case, I did a different color. Instead of doing like a white lining, this gold is just, it pops. I love it. It's fantastic that way. Just gives this little bit of, ooh, there's a different color there. Now, of course, you could do a matching lining if you wanted, but normally I do a coordinating, not necessarily contrasting, but a coordinating lining color. So I like all the texture that this particular dress, you know, has. We have the satiny of the roses. We've got the shininess of the berries and the shininess of the silk with the plushness of the velvet. All the textures are represented here, and it's just looks great. I mean, it as I said, it does look a little Christmassy, but I don't care. Red's a favorite color of mine, so I would be happy to play with red all the time. And actually, I'm a bit surprised with all of the dolls that I have created that I haven't used a bit more red, to be honest with you, because it is my favorite color. And, you know, you can kind of see why in this particular composition. So if you like doll content, if you like historical clothing content, which is upcoming, keep your eye on this particular channel, because we do crafty, awesome things here. And it makes the algorithm happy. It also promotes the video a little bit more. Please consider liking this video, sharing it with your friends, subscribing as well, interacting in the comments. Also, you know, shows YouTube that this is the kind of thing that you like. So consider those options as well. I upload once monthly, and we do awesome things over here. And I will see you all in my next video. Take care till then. Bye-bye for now.